of the special prosecutor couldn't prosecute one case. Martin Amidu, he couldn't prosecute one case. When he was leaving, he said he didn't have the needed support. Even though the president had supported him, he was complaining, literally. And he chickened out. In this report, he said the president is the mother serpent of all corruption. And that he doesn't believe that the president can fight corruption today or in the future. Now, what is the mother serpent of all corruption? In the serpentine world, the mother serpent is in the den. It doesn't go anywhere. The small serpents go out, they go and collect stuff, and they bring it, and the mother serpent takes a portion of it. A very serious allegation by somebody that the president had reposed confidence in, the whole party machinery government had reposed confidence in, supposed to have come from the other side of the political divide, and who had served as, if you will, an attorney general for a very long time, and he had been brought in, so he had the experience, he had the capacity, he had the eye, he had the energy. In fact, even the Supreme Court, when people went to court to challenge Martin Amidu's age in terms of his qualification for that post, the Supreme Court granted and said Martin Amidu is qualified to be in that position. But Martin Amidu couldn't prosecute one person. I may be wrong. If there's evidence, bring it. The name of the game is evidence. I'm saying that in this one, he called the president the mother serpent of all corruption, the chief collaborator of all corruption in this country. The Jubilee House has failed to vindicate the president. And you know, the president, there's the Pius Hajide visa corruption case, there's a PDS scandal, name it, the Boss Fuel scandal, name it. Too many of them. In fact, under this regime, the national security officers, their BMI officers, their police, their military at Tema Oil Refinery. But wires, cables got missing. The security there, 247, cables, that's a security installation, and cables got missing. Tore themselves wrote. They can't find it. Today, nobody has been prosecuted. So, Martin Amidu said the president is the mother serpent of all corruption. Today, as we speak, the presidency has not appropriately responded to it. And that's where the problem is. Then they play Martin Pebu's video for me. He spoke on Newsfile, on Joy. Play his video for me, what he had also said. I'm playing the tale of the Martins. Martin Alamisi Benskaiser Amidu, private legal practitioner, former deputy attorney general, former special prosecutor, and Martin Pebu, private citizen, legal practitioner, and also somebody who said he voted for President Nana Addo Dankwa Akuffo Addo. He reposed a lot of confidence in him. Here is told.
So what should we do beyond this survey?
Before we go beyond the survey, the first thing is, I think so far the president probably hasn't heard. Maybe we need to repeat it more forcefully for him to hear that he's part of the criminal syndicate at the Jubilee House. The president is certainly part. Look, all this corruption cannot happen without the president's involvement. Look, you know, even Manasseh did this thing about Zoom Lion, the spraying. When schools were being shut down, you know, the time of the corona virus, the pandemic broke, schools were being closed and we're going to come back after 3 months. What was the need for the spraying? You follow Manasseh's story, it lands on the president's desk. Other stories land on his desk, PDS and the rest. So the president, we have to say with all the energy we can master that he's part of that criminal syndicate. And that, look, we will not take this from him. He has to just step down.
Is it not the case that you are looking for swifter action, and the president will use a process that is not as swift as you want? And will that warrant and justify your saying he's a part of this criminal syndicate in the Jubilee House?
He's not interested in any process because in opposition, okay, we can Google it, I'm sure viewers know. He said he will use the Anas principle when the president was coming to office, and that's why I voted for him, okay, with alacrity. He said he was going to use the Anas principle. He wasn't going to use this adversarial system. No, Anas principle. And what's the Anas principle? Private investigations. So the president should tell you and I, how many Anas principles has he used since he came? An abysmal failure.
In fact,
so this is a 419.
In fact, Anas has become an endangered
Excellent.
Within his regime.
Excellent.
His Anansi's security has been compromised largely. Anansi's one of his right-hand men has been killed. And the investigations have been very slow.
Yes. Pussyfooting on the investigations, right?
But the president is not the police to do that. So is it fair to get at him the way you have done?
Oh, Sam, fair? Fair is an understatement. We've given him all the opportunities in this world to do us right, but he has refused.
That was Martin Kpebu, who's a private legal practitioner on News File, but I'm told that he has apologized. Is Martin Kpebu apologizing for speaking the truth? Because if you read the second paragraph, he says the endemic level of actual corruption. Then he comes back to say the corruption as it is now in this country, the reality. So what exactly is Mr. Martin Kpebu responding to? Is he responding to it because Mr. Kojo Nkrumah, who is also a lawyer and the Minister for Information, MP for Fancy Arabi, had said that he made those claims without proof? And when did Mr. Kojo Nkrumah realize this? Because in the past, John Mahama was called corrupt and incompetent. In the past, President Atamilsu was eulogized yesterday and the day before, was also called Professor Doolittle and was even accused that he was turning the Jubilee House into a church, the castle into a church. Today, we have a whole office in charge of religious affairs at the presidency. They pay them, their presidential staffers. Today we have the same government building a cathedral. So now I'm saying, let the principle be one. Corruption, we all agree, is hitting us. The last week we saw the list. Ghana Police, Ghana Immigration Service, the Customs Division, we saw Prison Service, we saw Lands Commission, top 10 state institutions that are supposed to be helping us to be living right. They are all corrupt. Immigration Service is fighting their own. They say we are not corrupt. But there's no iota of disagreement in that. Because if they say you are corrupt and you say you are not corrupt, you have to come and prove it. Today as we speak, right now as we speak, the conversation about corruption, and today, if we had been in 2016, Mr. Konafo is going to Parliament. In his speech, would have heard about corruption. Nana Akuffo Addo, when he was campaigning for presidency, corruption was a byword. Corruption was a byword. That is all that report from the Japan report. Corruption was a byword. Today. How many times do you even hear the government talking about corruption? The special prosecutor now who came to swap Mr. Matsunabi, senior bloody, what did he say?